Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Manta Ray back in Space Engineers for Reconomy Lite episode 19. I figured I'd position myself here to get a nice big look at that pipeline. Look at that go. Oh man, that's a long pipeline. Not really that long in the grand scheme of things, but it's pretty great. So, we have a lot to do. Obviously, as we said, we were going to build this big old pipeline, and then we were going to try to build a seaplane or something similar so that we could start heading out to all these ore locations again, picking up stuff, going back to that station down there a bit faster so that we could, actually drop off the magnesium that we technically owe. It's good that these don't expire, but, so we can get some actual monies. Well, to add to our insane amounts of monies already. But what I've come to realize is that while we have built our wonderful pipeline here, last episode we did have to break out the drills again to start getting some resources so that we could actually even build some of this stuff. So we're really hurting for iron. I need iron. So what we're going to do, instead of just continuing just to drill and get more stone and stuff like that, is we're going to go get some iron. So what we're going to do is we are going to build a little ship printer. We're going to build just a really quick ship printer, probably reuse that there now that we've got, actual cargo, tubing going this way. We'll probably break off of the refinery, come over here, and build a small ship printer right here that we can just rebuild that plane that we had built before. So first thing first, of course, we're going to check on our crops, see how we're doing. Let's see, I actually set up a really cool setup on the public server that we redid, where I didn't have everything individual like this. I actually had all of these on a cargo network with just like an interface with a cargo container. Actually, no cargo containers, just an interface slapped onto a conveyor junction, actually, is what it was. And then I had all of my farming equipment hooked up to that cargo network. So I would just dump ice and gravel and then the things needed into the interface, and then it would divvy out what it needed for everything. And of course, you had your composter on a separate, not cargo, basically. So I'm thinking I may redo our garden area and do that up as well. So there's a couple things we want to do here. So the first thing is we want to get the ship printer built, and we want to get our crops moving so we can just start building, making more food, because right at the moment, we don't really have a huge quantity of food. We got, like nothing there, nothing here, tiny amounts of wheat there, a little bit of herbs there. I know I took a chunk of the stuff and put it into the kitchen. Oh yeah, not much though. Look at that. Yeah, oh, there's my tofu soup. Nice. Do I need anything? Not yet. Okay. So that's so far we got two things specifically on the list that we're going to do. We're going to redo the farm, and we're going to build the ship printer. So I think the first thing is obviously ship printer. I don't want to get distracted. Let's do ship printer first. We have enough food to kind of survive without worrying. Let's go ahead and get that ship printer worked on. And of course, once we get more iron, then we can start really building up the base a bit more. Okay, let's see. These are in the ground, so I can grind these away without any problem. Probably don't need 3, but might as well. Okay, and then we'll put another junction there, just for kicks. And then we'll do thunk, thunk. And let's do thunk. There we go, beautiful. Okay, now that should cover that. And then we should be able to place... There we go. That should cover this side pretty well. And that should cover this side. There we go. Beautiful. Now we just need to weld. Let's get to it. Okay, now while that is all cooking, the next thing that I'm thinking about is the... Oh, dang. Ha! Oh, well, that's convenient. Okay. The next thing I'm thinking about, of course, is the piston mechanism to lift it up. So I'll probably build it off of the top of the refinery. So here we go. So for now, since we don't have anything here, I would say just walk away. So I don't need any cargo to come into this. I literally just need to make a piston that can lower and then lift up. So I believe I can place an object here. This is the center. So right there would be where I need to place one. Yes, I can. Piston. There we go. Actually, yeah, why not? Let this come down like that, and then we'll do a what's the best way to do this? I want to do a hinge. Okay, yeah, I got this. We'll do a large hinge. Grind out the center. Take the hinge to add a small head. There we go. And then we'll use the converter that was added for most wanted. Oh, well, I don't know where it is, but it's somewhere. Okay, one more large block would have been out of the way. But yeah, I think it's pretty good. So then what we'll do is we will place a projector. Alright, we want it to point... That's up. That's up. That's forward. That's what we want. We want it to point forward and up so that it will hinge up and then they can drive off there. Yep, there you go. And then, yeah, I say we put a little merge block maybe? Yeah, small merge block I think makes a lot of sense. There we go. And then we'll build it and we'll place another one there. I think we're probably in a good way. Out of iron again. Alright, let's get that drill going. Advanced rotor going. And then the piston's down. This guy's halfway, so let's start him. There he goes. Now that should cover all that. Okay, now minus this guy back here in the rear, which we'll run to. That is fully conveyed. Fully conveyed. Okay, now all we have to do is get started on those welders. Ow.
Low health.
Yeah, ouch. Alright, so we're gonna need some buttons to turn the welders on and off. Alright, there we go. There's the weld pit. And let's put some glass on here. Alright, there we go. We just need to make a bunch of steel, basically. Alright, so what we're going to need is a button panel, I believe. Let's go ahead and let's place a couple of these here. Let's put a button panel right here. There we go. Alright, so on the one hand, we're going to grab all of the welders, and we're going to call these printer welders. We're going to save that. We're going to say welders on and off. For now, we may change that down the road. Welders on and off. Okay, great. Very nice. Grab that piston, finish that. Actually, let's grab the last parts. There we go. And there you go. Piston done. Alright, and then these for now, I say let's leave them. We'll weld them up when we're ready. There you go. And the welders are in fact off. So what we need to do, unfortunately, is either send the entire projection to assembly, or we just need to make sure we have enough stuff to build. Which we don't have either at the moment. We don't really have a lot of iron. Alright, so what can we do? Maybe we set up Izzy. Tell Izzy to keep some stuff for us. Maybe we do that. So let's drop a programmable block right here. Programmable block 2. There we go. Alright, there she goes. What we need to do is set this to Inv. There we go. And now we've got her working on our stuff. So what we need to do now is set up auto crafting levels, which we could probably fit on one screen, to be totally honest. Let's grab an LCD. So if you've never used Izzy's inventory, basically the way that it works is it is a script that is going to do inventory management. It does all kinds of stuff. It'll do inventory management, like it'll organize your stuff based on, you know, it'll stack them for one, but it'll also organize based on cargo containers. So it'll grab, you know, it'll take inventory of all your cargo containers. If you have enough with enough sizes, they'll, you know, she'll spread them all around. All the stuff, so you'll have like components in one and ores and ingots in another, and then, you know, consumables in another, things like that. Also, will automatically move bottles and things into O2H2 gens and tanks in order to fill them and pull them back out. It will, and then of course keep all that sorted. It will auto balance your H2O2 gens, your refineries, and your assembly. But the way that she'll handle this is you can also set up auto crafting. And so what you do with auto crafting is you'll come up to this panel, you go into its name, and you'll say auto crafting 1. And she'll grab this and pop, there you go. So now what you see here is, pop that off there for you. Basically, you'll see all the components that you have available that she sees in the inventory. That's key. It has to be in the inventory. If it's not in the inventory, she's not going to see it. And basically what's going to happen is, like if you've got ammo and a gun and nowhere else after you've launched her, or it goes straight from the assembler into the gun and she never sees it, you basically end up in a situation where she sits here and just says, I don't know what to do. You know, it's not one of your things on here. So always make sure that whatever you have is in your inventory so that she can actually see it, manage it, and handle it. Beyond that, she'll take, on first run, she'll take inventory of what you have and basically say that is the current and the wanted quotas. So as we see right here, that is not what we want. So you just basically left click or interact with the thing to get this screen up, and you can modify this. So let's say I actually want us to have, you know, 25 computers on hand at any given point in time. Data pads I don't care about. Detectors, let's drop that down to 5. Empty tin cans, let's make that 10 so I always have some available. Hand drill 2 item, we only really need 1 at a time, so we'll just say 1. And if she is set up for auto disassembling, she'll actually remove one of those so that you always have 1. Hand drill item, hydrogen bottle, interior plate, absolutely not. We definitely want at least like 50 of those. And steel plate's going to be our same story. We probably want at least like 100 steel plate at any given point in time. Pistol, no. Paint gun mags, that's fine. She's never been good with the paint gun mags. She just cannot handle that. So I say, yep, go for it. And then what you'll see is when you commit, then you'll see that she'll kick on the assembler, and you'll see that the assembler will start constructing all of those things. She'll start making her quotas. Right now, we do not, and right down at the bottom, you can see what the different modifier keys mean. This is kind of the lightest, easiest thing to do with her, is inventory management and auto crafting. You can do all kinds of other stuff where you can, which we actually do in our other economy series, and what I will be probably doing here when we actually create something that can fight, is one of the key things that I like to do is make sure that any ships that leave, you know, like vessels, planes, whatever, have a cargo container on them that's going to have, you know, basically says, always keep X amount of like ammunition or fuel in this cargo container. And then additionally, the guns themselves tell them to always have such and such amount in them. That way Izzy will fill your guns and then also fill your cargo so that whenever you leave, you're always topped off. Because otherwise what will happen is if you don't say that kind of stuff and you know, have a bunch of ammo in your cargo, you land your ship, there's a good chance she'll just take it out of your ship and put it somewhere else. Now I'm pretty sure there's some flags you can set in your code to change that, but for right now, you know, it is what it is. Alright, so let's go ahead and make it daytime, because it's a little dark. And there you go. Alright, so it's now daytime. So, we need to make some stuff, basically, so that we can start filling this thing out. It looks like we don't have things like motors, small steel tubes, power cells, large steel tubes. I think we had interior plate. Girders would be helpful. Construction components. Yeah. So we'll start building all those, and then you'll see that as the assembler constructs them, she'll keep kind of rechecking. Yep, there you go. You just saw it drop down. Now we've got small steel tubes on here. For my small steel tubes, I would like to say let's have at least like 20 of those in stock. And we'll revisit this in a moment. But now what'll happen is she's going to be sending a bunch of stuff to the assembler as well. And there you go. Now, in theory, we should be able to find small steel tubes. We got 20 of them. 10 girders, 10, 10, 10, 10. This is all stuff that, of course, that I constructed. There's the 100 steel plates. There's the 50 interiors. There's 25 computers. And there you go. And then basically when you start coming off the bottom, come over here, turn it into AutoCrafting 2. And voila, there you go. She just automatically will go down each one. So normally what I do is if you got room for a stack, do for a stack. Most of the time though, you're going to want to go side by side just to, you know, maximize your actual visible space. Because if you go up higher, obviously you see that small font. You can't really read it when it's five things up. But yeah, I think that's pretty much everything we're going to need. I guess the first thing is going to be to actually start the projection, see how it goes. So yeah, let's get started. Man, I'm excited. All right, let's go. The projector. Should probably call this printer projector. Printer projector. And let's give it a blueprint of the plane that we had. It was the aphid. Why did I name it that? Who even knows? Alright, not quite sure why it would have multiple things, but that's fine. Yep, the forward offset. Okay. And let's reset the horizontal to 0. Okay, so this can attach there to the nose, which we didn't have anything special going on there. Yeah. I think this is going to work out just fine. I guess maybe in the future we should probably like put like another piston here to kind of adjust it a little. Yeah, maybe back that. Yeah, okay, that makes more sense. But let's do it. What do you think? You want to roll with it? Let's do it. Let's first, let's turn on these welders. Let's turn off the projector. Actually, you know what? I need to go to the projector. I need to say, keep projection. There you go. And turn that off because I don't know if that'll actually go away or not. And then we need to turn these welders on. Let them finish welding up the space around here. Beautiful. All right, it worked. So I'd say turn the printer welders off, turn that back on, and then let's verify how production is going. We may even want to put some of those things down here, those LCDs, just so we can kind of see what's happening. All right, let's see. There you go. Look at that. We'll want more components in the future, but this is working out just fine. And then we'll... I should probably put let's see, a printer piston on off as well, just so I can... Okay, it's printed, and then let's see how it goes. Oh, that's perfect. Perfect speed. Look at that. Actually could go a little bit faster. But at least we will verify that we'll catch everything. Look at that. Oh, that's working out just fine. Ooh, the wings might be a problem. The wings might be a problem. Didn't think about that. Okay, we may want to pause this for a minute to let them finish some of these things. Yeah, we don't have enough components for some of this stuff. But there you go. But yeah, the wings might, because these were really, really wide wings, weren't they? I think they were. There you go. There it is. We're pulling it right out. We are going to have to add that wheel. Oh, I have the parts for it. Convenient. What are we missing? You know what? Let me turn the welders off real quick. Let me check. What are we missing? Metal. Oh, metal grids. That's something we never set up. Didn't think about that. Alright, Izzy. I need you to make some metal grids. Metal grids. Let's keep about 25 of these available. We don't need much, but it's a good thing to have. Alright, here we go. Welders back on. Thruster's done. Oh, and it might be able to build it because it's not that far, and it hangs over. Yes! Perfect. It's so exciting. Quick and dirty ship printer. Done. Look at that. It's done. That's perfect. Okay, now we do the hinge. I do want to reverse the hinge is basically what we want to do. We're going to want to reverse it, but we need to set up the limits. We're going to call this guy printer hinge, obviously. Printer hinge. And we're going to see about, and I don't know which way his limits are. Let's see if we can't hit him from here. Can we hit him from here? We cannot hit him from here. All right, let's find out. Let's grab the hinge. And let's give him a slight negative velocity. Oh dear. Well, that's the way we wanted. Beautiful. That's exactly what we wanted. So we chose correctly. Right now his current angle is -90. That is what we want his lower limit to be, and we want his upper limit to be 0. Beautiful. And velocity is a little fast. Let's bump that down back to maybe 1.0. Yep, that's much better, but let's reverse it. And then that should be just fine for this, for the piston. We should be able to reverse it and it should be able to come down. Slowly as all get out, but it's going to come back down. And these guys are still on. There you go. Yeah. That was not a good way to test. I feel like even the construction phase, that's a little rough. Printer piston. It's at 0.05, 0.09. Oh, wrong way. That's a good speed for printing. Plane is down. So from here, I should actually be able to hop in. Look at that. Ah, that's perfect. Oh no. My batteries were on... How much power do they have? 29%. Ooh, that is not a lot. But there you go. Look at that. Successful print job. And then we just reverse this guy back into place. And it's reusable, so we pop a new one of these on. Perfect. And he's ready for the next job. Look at that. Ah. That was awesome. Alright, plane's ready. Plane's not fully charged, so which might cause us some problems. And at the moment, I don't have a connector that can actually, charge him. If I could float down to the refuel base. Oh, that's a good idea. Let's do that, because we're going downhill anyway. Let's do it. Let's do it. Alright, let's make sure everything works. Alright, air brakes. Thrusters on. Thrusters off. Engine has no gas. That's fine. Okay. Let's do it. Alright, here we go. Ready? Tree! Beautiful. Okay, so let's pump this up. Beautiful. Let's head to the iron mine, which should be that way, I thought. There it is. 27.1k that way. And the cobalt mine that's nearby as well. But iron is key. Iron is what we need first. So, let's see. Let's take these batteries off of charge. Engine is on. Tanks off of stockpile. Disconnect. There we go. I'm probably going to have to go fly this way because there's a pipeline in my way that way. There we go. I'm going to keep the speed up until we hit cruising altitude. Yep, looks good to me. Alright, let's level out. Like a nice spot. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. And dropped. Alright, taxiing the plane. We're gonna let that keep chugging, recharge those batteries. And we're good. We're back at the iron mine. Yes. 11.8, and I'll grab the rest of what's down here. And for now, this should suffice until we can build a larger cargo plane. Go, we're coming in, coming in, coming in. What the? What did we... What, the wheel? Oh yeah, and the other wheel, apparently. What? What in the world? Alright, so I literally have to drag myself on my suspensions. Ah! Now can I get that gyro to lift me up a little? Override, and can I do a pitch? There we go, there we go. Yes, lift me up. Can't add the wheels, of course not. Alright, so the first thing is let's recharge all... Oh, all of our gas is already full, that's right. Alright, batteries are on charge though, so at least we'll get those charged up. And are both of these unable to add a wheel? Yep, neither can add wheels. That's fine. I don't want these anyway. These are terrible wheels. Can I just add, like, wheels? No, I can't add the wheels here either. That's okay. Once we're fully charged, we'll lift up. Oh, and there it goes. Gone. And now, in theory, the base should be refining all this. That's like all the iron. There's just a scrap left. We're gonna grab from here. And I think I'm gonna head back up to the base now, without a plane that doesn't have any wheels. Remember to get the parts though. Now there should be a whole bunch of iron in the system. 8,000 units of iron. So the last thing we were gonna do today was to redo the farm. To kind of set up a better farm, get better stuff happening, figure some better stuff out. Let's see where we've got some land. Let's actually take a nap real quick, because it's still daytime, or nighttime. Alright, it's morning time. Alright, so there's a good spot for the gardens. We could do the lovely hanging gardens. Or not. That seems very dangerous for gardens. Ooh, that was not a smart move. Bumped my head. Yeah, you get some good sun over here by this, next to this tree. So let's frame this out. I think what we're gonna do is probably have a couple rows, so at least 3, I think. Something like that. We'll want to have this one probably be the go. And we'll make it so that this is the let's do this. Reinforced curved, and we'll do alright. And we'll do an interface here. There we go. Beautiful. This will be the start of our whole setup. Basically have this as kind of the setup for all these guys, and we'll be ready to go. So from here, we'll probably want to do reinforced conveyor junction, and then we'll run another conveyor tube and a junction, and then we just need to do a crossover here. Okay, there we go. We got room for all of our trees. Okay, let's see. Separate from these, let's pull out this way. Let's do a curved conveyor tube. And let's do junction, 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 and let's actually make this not a junction. Make this just a connector, a reinforced conveyor tube. There we go. Let me go weld up the rest of this that I can. We can start the apple production. Okay, what do we got? I need an apple. That's not near enough. Right. How many apples we got here? Let's take 4 apples. That's all we need is 4 apples. And what we do need is organic. I know we were running low on organic because we can't make any. Got some there. That's good. Get what we can from here. Yeah, and then we can actually grind this thing down when we're done with it. Let's see, what else do we need? Some more gravel. Just a good chunk of gravel. Let's take as much gravel as we can take. 2.59k, sounds good to me. Oh, made it. Okay, 4 apples. Now apple production, apple farm 2, farm 3, apple farm 4, apple farm 5. All being set up appropriately. They got everything except the ice. We gotta get some more ice. Where do we have most of our ice? There we go. 100 ice. There you go. So I'm gonna guess apple farm 2 is on it. Farm 3 is on it. Apple farm 4, not enough organics, but we will change that soon. We'll let these two finish their the apples, and we'll get quite a few apples. What we'll do is we'll harvest those and put a couple in the composter. And let's actually probably move the composter down here. There we go. Take him and his parts over here. Put the composter somewhere over here. Honestly, we just slap some stuff here, put a composter right there. Composter. Boom. Functional composter. Alright, so what we need now, some apple jam. It's Apple Farm 3, or 2, which is this guy. He's about halfway done with his apple crop. That's fantastic. Composter's here. Another apple farm we got room for. Let's go ahead and run over here. Go. Grab what's left if we can. Yeah, I think we're in a position now where we have some iron and we can get more iron. Probably up this stuff here. Bulletproof glass, let's move that up to 30 of them. Computers, about 50. Instructions, how about 50? Let's just double everything. Detectors, fine. Displays, 25. We don't really need that many. Girders, 35. These things like to be used. Interior plate. Let's do 100. And where's the steel plate? Let's bump that up to 200, honestly. Small steel tubes. Let's move that up to 50. And power cells. We'll keep that where that's at for now, I think. Motors. Move that up to 50. Metal grids. Move that up to 20. Yeah, the metal grids, let's move that up to 50, just for kicks. There we go. There you go. Ooh, we're almost through half of our iron. That's no good. And I have way too many things for no reason. Okay, so here's this. So let's go ahead and set this up as wheat and then soya.
Energy critical.
Right, okay. Let's remedy that and grab everything I can grab for soya. Okay, let's see. Soya. What do we have? Maybe can't put them. Oh, because in the kitchen. What about the other soyas? Alright, let's grab everything food related. Alright, there we go. I think it's all good. Here's the soya farm. Here he is. Goes. We're doing great. Oh, and the wheat. Beautiful. Looking great. Oh, actually, take that back. And these. Why did I put those in there? Oh, no. Alright, let's put all that back in here. Let's take about 20 of these apples and throw them in the composter as well. And that should generate a good chunk of organic for us. Yep, there you go. Beautiful. Now, all of the apples should be... Still waiting on some organics. That's fine. That's fine. Wheat farm. Ask for some wheat. Soya, and here let's ask for some soya. Alright, let's check the soya farm 2. He's already doing his jam. Soya farm 3. Wheat farm and wheat farm. Oh yeah, this guy's still waiting for some organic. There it goes. And we've got some left over. Oh, fantastic. Oh dear. Okay, here we go. What else do we need? Our mushroom farms. Those can actually be over the edge. Back here. Do another junction. Junction, perhaps. And then we could do a mushroom farm. We don't need that many. And there you go. Mushroom. What else do we need? Vegetable growers? Because we do have that, and we need herb gardens. Here we can put the vegetables, I think, would probably make the most sense. There you go. Vegetable gardens are ready. Let's see, where are the apple and the interface? There you go. Oh yeah, we're looking good. Alright, how about the soya? Are we done with any soya? Beautiful. And wheat. Oop, wait, nope, that was not intended. Okay, there should be some wheat and wheat. Yeah, there you go, wheat farm 3. There you go. Alright. Looking good, everybody. Soya, let's get you something here. Soya, get you something here. Wheat. Wheat. You know what? While we're at it, make some more apples. They will never be hungry again. All in need of organic. What we can do is we can take about 100 of this soya. We can take about 50 of these apples, about 30 of this wheat, and throw it all in here to make tons of organic. Yeah, see, that's where it's at right there. Do I have any steel? I got 1 steel plate. Oof, that's not helpful. Okay. Here we go, salvage whatever's left of the vegetable and mushroom farms over here. What did you have? Nothing really. Okay, and what have you got? Nothing. Literally nothing. Here you go, done. Drop a lot of that in here. There you go. Then we'll take the rest of this over. Oh, there's an apple. Wonder what that's about. Alright, herb grower. Let's keep that for now. I'm not quite sure where I'm gonna put that. But at least we've got our farm going. I guess everybody's producing. Ooh, not this guy. Apparently he needs more organics. As does he. Organics. Organics. Oh, he's working and no organics. Alright, yep. 6.15. That's a lot of organic. And we still got some left over. Beautiful. There you go. We're producing. And this tree's gonna go. Sorry, tree. Need more sun. Alright. The farms are mostly done. I think we'll go ahead and just do the herbs over here as well. It's actually conveyor tube, and then we'll do 2 of them. 2 herbs. Herb farms. There it is. Boom. Okay, not much, but some. All right, and that completes, for the most part, everything we're going to do today for the garden. The garden area. Do we have any herbs? We don't. They're all in the kitchen slash herb grower back at base. Grab what we can. See if there's any in the kitchen slash this. Yes, there's 7 herbs in our interface. Oh, okay, cool. Never mind, we got plenty. Look at that. And it looks legit too because of the sun. Very well done. 20 apples, not done yet. Apples, not done yet. Let's take pretty much all the apples. Now we can make all the organics we want. Now I can take a chunk of this stuff up. Look at all that wheat. I can take like 20 wheat. Take like 6 soybeans. Maybe 4 of this. This is cabbage. It's cabbage. Did I ever queue these guys up? I don't think so. Make some cabbage, please. Great. You too. Make some cabbage. Pumpkins once we get them. Yeah, there you go. Now I'm making some cabbage. Fantastic. And we got some shrooms. Look at that. Can I get you to make some mushrooms, please? Glorious. And I'll take maybe 10 mushrooms. There we go. And I can take the hall up here to the kitchen. Really should put some stairs over here. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's the end of that. I can put the stuff in my kitchen. And throw the rest of the components that I have here. Can make anything. Okay, let's see. I've got some tofu soup actually. I'd like to maybe taste that. Oh man. Well, that was fantastic. Yeah, look at this. I can basically make anything as long as it doesn't have meat in it, because I'm pretty sure I could buy some pumpkin or find some pumpkin. Opa. Bread, burger, the animal meat. That's what I need. Some animal meat up in here. Alright, well. The base is still looking a little janky. We'll get to it. We'll get it fixed. But check it out. We've got 2, 4. That's no good. We're gonna build some wind power. We'll probably need to build some out here or something like that. Look at this. Check it out. We got a farm going. And a printer. Awesome. And somewhere way down here, we got Izzy running now. Somewhere down here, we got an airplane that's like kind of attached, just barely. Needs wheels being built. But there you go. The pipeline that comes all the way up here that we got to use. Ah, man. Stuff is coming together. Stuff is coming together. Oh yeah, I guess let's do one last little run through. So this was the printer that we built, of course. Got 6 welders down here. Can easily expand it out, you know, for more if I need to. Got a merge block attachment here with the projector. So I'll be able to adjust a projection to the end of this thing. Slowly lift it up with the piston, as I've done. Then hinge it up, set it down. Yeah, that's awesome. And if you do it from the, like today, I did it from the front of the vehicle, but if you do it from the rear of the vehicle and then set it down, you can just drive it off the edge and it's gone. Like I had to actually like back up and pull around, but you don't even have to do that. It's awesome. We got our pipeline still that's running that we were able to fill the plane with iron, load it up into the pipeline. It immediately came up here and got refined. It actually was refined by the time I got up here from down there because, you know, I don't have a small thing to help me get up here, which maybe like a small jetpack or something with some hydrogen, just pew, pew, that'd be pretty sweet. But there you go. Stuff is happening. We got our 2 solar towers still that are working hard, doing their jam. And then, of course, the fantastic accomplishment from today, farm. So we've got a composter, we've got a small interface here, 4 apple trees, 2 wheat farms, 2 soya farms, 2 vegetable tray growers, 2 herb growers, and around back, we got a nice little mushroom farm. And by the way, done making mushrooms. Look at that. How are we doing with the rest of these apple trees? Let's run around and grab the rest of my harvest. Look at that. Lettuce yet? Nope. No lettuce yet. Got some wheat. Look at all this. Look at all this. Soy. Oh my goodness. Got our herbs too. Look at this. It doesn't stop. We've just got everything we could ever want. And this is almost done here too. Look at this. Oh man. Almost done too. 93%. It takes a little minute, and I like that it takes some time. It takes not as much time as I would hope, though, you know, because you are growing vegetables, so I feel like it should take a bit longer than it does. But hey, it's all right. Who cares? There we go. We should take a picture from here. It's where we should be. But everybody, I just want to thank you all for being here tonight and watching me go through this episode of Reconomy Lite. It was a lot of fun. We got a lot of stuff done now. We're just doing, now that we've got that cobalt, things are just working now. Like, we were able to rebuild our plane with the thrusters because we have the cobalt. We were able to, you know, build the cargo because we have the cobalt. Like, because we found that cobalt, we're in a good way, which of course I want to send a shout out again to Larson Stoll, a member of our community that helped me by making that map and researching, you know, the ore maps of this planet, making sure that it was accurate as best as he could. And I believe he's actually releasing a revised version at some point, I think he said. But basically, just thank you so much for that map, Larson, because that has allowed me to be able to get to this point. We're still going strong now. It's really great. We've got that ship printer, which is really effective and just a fast one. I mean, it was really nice how fast I could just throw that together, make it work, and it just happened. Like, it was just wonderful. We were able to get our plane back, fly over, get some iron and back. We're probably going to need to make at least maybe 1 or 2 more trips next week. Once we do that, we'll have hopefully enough iron to actually start construction on more of a heavy cargo flyer. We're also going to experiment with those landing gear and see if we remove, you know, as we did, those 2 landing gear in the rear and probably the one in the front too, does the plane dip as much? If it doesn't, and we just need regular wheels, then we'll move that forward for the cargo plane so we kind of know what we're doing. But beyond that, we're doing great. Like I said, the farm is great. I mean, we have so much produce now. It's amazing. The only thing we need is some animal meat, and you know, we'll see how we can get some of that. Everyone, as usual, if you haven't been to the Discord, definitely check that out. The link is in the description of this video and pretty much every video that I publish. It's a lot of fun over there. The new Space Engineers public server is up and live. We got several people hanging out in there. It's a lot of fun. I know I'm going to be getting back in there. If you heard from our stream on Thursday, I kind of got beat up pretty bad by the Ember faction on the public server. So I'm actually going to kind of revisit that, see if I can't survive on this next spawn, because my first one lasted a while, but eventually I succumbed pretty bad. Finally, everybody, we do a Space Engineers stream on Thursday called ES2 Reconomy. It's the 2nd season of my Reconomy survival series. If you guys want to check that out, that would be awesome. We usually stream that at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 23:30 UTC. And then, of course, Reconomy Lite usually goes live every Tuesday, usually about 10 a.m. Eastern, but time varies. Everyone, thank you again for joining me, and I have been Manta Ray, and I catch you next time.